Oh, I have wonderful news. Your father's being prepped for surgery. He's going to get the transplant after all.
Oh, thank God. We found another donor?
No, the donor is still Gigi.
But I thought Rex said no.
He changed his mind.
Hey, we got.
Rex is gonna live. He got his miracle. Yes. I knew Rex would come around. Well, it didn't look that way. Well, that's because you don't know him.
Okay, don't do this.
No, it's true. Whatever Rex said about not caring if Dad lived or died, that was just the grief talking. You know, he lost his fiancée. It turned him upside down. Well, that's what happens when you lose someone you love. Yes, I guess that is what happens.
Stop, please.
So, Mom, what exactly happened? Why did Rex change his mind?
He got what he wanted.
What do you mean? What did Rex want?
All your father's money.
Why are you letting Clint have Mom?
Rex asked Dad for money?
Yeah. And not only that, honey. He agreed to the transplant on the condition that Clint turn over all his shares of VE.
What?
And everything else. All his holdings. Everything. His house, the horses, the jet.
Seriously?
I'm sorry, yes.
I can't believe he'd do that to a dying man. There's gotta be another explanation here. Afraid not, Natalie. Dad was right. Your brother's nothing but a gold digger. That is not true.
He sold Gigi's heart. Is he auctioning off any of her other body
Okay,
parts?
you know what, Jessica? Stop. Seriously, could you please have a little compassion? The man just lost his fiancée.
You think that's an excuse for everything, don't you, Natalie? You're just like him. You're only out for yourself. You don't care who you hurt.
Hey. You okay? Why not?
Sweetheart, walking in on your sister in bed with your fiancé.
Ex-fiancé.
I know it was dreadful for you, and I'm sure that it hurt you terribly. And I'm not defending them, but I would like you to try and understand that they have suffered a great deal as well, okay? Honey, I'm one of the few people who understands what this disease does to the people that we love. It's hideous. I hate it. That's why I try and be as understanding and as compassionate as I can be, because this disease hurts them as much as it does us, sweetheart. Look, Brody has stood by you for so long, despite losing you again and again, and despite everything, he still wanted to marry you.
Well, that was big of him.
Yeah, actually it was. I think deep down inside you know that. And then he lost you again at the altar, and then again when Tess came out. His son was kidnapped. He has spent the last months dealing with so much pain. But he never meant to hurt you, and neither did your sister.
Viki told you this? The balsam? But he wouldn't give his permission.
Not until Dad agreed to give him every last dime he had.
That doesn't sound like balsam.
I know. And I know that his heart is broken, but to do this?
All right, I'm gonna talk to him, okay? Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
I'm fine. Please, go find him.
You did good.
Brody accused me of hiding behind Tess. He thinks that I let her out.
Okay, Brody doesn't understand this disease the way you and I do. He just doesn't get it. That we have little or no control over it, okay? So don't judge him too harshly. Honey, it's going to take time for you to come back after a relapse like this. Just be grateful that you are back.
Mom, I came back for Brody. And now it's over.
Well, no, you don't know that.
He slept with her again. How can I forgive him for that? I can forgive him for maybe sleeping with her once and having a child with her, maybe, but he slept with her again.
But darling, you were gone. He thought he had lost you forever. Frankly, we all did. You have to give yourself time, Jessie. You love Brody with all your heart. You wanted to marry him. Please do not give up on this so readily.
As soon as Jessica finds... Patient has an incompetent cervix. Recommend cerclage with bed rest to follow. Fetus is healthy at 22 weeks.
Honey?
Is Dad out?
No. No. Are you okay?
How can I be okay? I'm worried about Dad and Rex, Jess, Brody.
I know.
It feels like the entire world is falling apart.
I know, baby. I know.
And then I just had the weirdest dream or memory. I don't even know what it was, but it was when I was up on the roof right before Marty pushed me.
You're remembering what happened that night?
Well, for a couple of weeks, I've been having memories, flashes.
Okay, you were on the roof and?
We were arguing over this tape recorder, or I guess maybe what was on the tape.
Do you know what that was?
It was up on the roof. We were arguing. That's all I remember.
Well, darling, that's very good. You know, a few weeks ago you couldn't remember anything. I think if you give yourself time, you'll get it all back. But right now you have so much on your mind.
So I just gave you an earful about Brody and me, huh?
Yes. Yeah, she did. I'd like to ask you something. I've seen you and Brody together, and you really seem to genuinely care about each other.
Mom, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on. I know that we're friends. I know that we're parents. And I know that there's obviously an attraction. I mean, is there more? There's more to it? I don't know. Honestly, we really haven't had a chance to talk about it.
I think you need to make time to talk about it for everyone's sake.
We've been avoiding it. I mean, at least I've been avoiding it because I don't want to hurt Jess any more than I already have.
Sweetheart, you and Brody need to sit down and figure out what you mean to each other, okay? Because it may be the only way to salvage your relationship with your sister.
Even if that means Jess is left out.
Yeah. Even if it means that, one way or the other, she deserves to know.